Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn particle physics, today the standard model, and after we've done it, we're going to do standing yoga. And if you participate in the standing yoga, that's okay for this. Okay, that story had begun in 1964 when theoretical physicist, this is part 7-8, right? That story had begun in 1964 when theoretical physicist Mary Gell-Mann asked whether the protons and neutrons that make up matter themselves consist of smaller stuff, which he called quarks. I actually read about the origin of the name. And then let's look what we have here. The name came about simply because Gell-Mann liked the sound of the word, which he pronounced like quartz, of alcohol. The spelling was supplied by a passage from James Joyce's novel Finnegans Wake. There are also other stories, how a name comes about, but I'm not completely sure about what stories anymore. Okay, that the theory about that protons and neutrons themselves consisting out of something was then also coming up. By Mary Gell-Mann, who also found the name quarks. At the time, physics was badly in need of radical ideas. They were badly in need of radical ideas. So we're hanging out not like we're searching physicists or we're employing. We're hanging out, we are searching radical ideas. Dozens of exotic new particles were turning up, and they came into the door, dozens of exotic particles, and said we are the radical ideas. It is, of course, a joke. Dozens of exotic new particles were turning up in cosmic rays with seemingly no rhyme or reason. Okay. Dozens of exotic new particles were turning up in cosmic rays with seemingly no rhythm or reason. Man's invention allowed protons, neutrons, and all these new upstarts to be portrayed as combinations of 2 or 3 of these more fundamental entities. Let's read it again. Okay. They had the idea that the protons and neutrons inside of the atoms also themselves consist out of more. How about they are quarks? And they found new particles. And these protons and neutrons, which they found in cosmic rays, and all these new upstarts to be portrayed as combinations of 2 or 3 of these more fundamental entities. Of protons and neutrons and upstarts, or of... Let's read on. Gell-Mann's quark idea was too far out for much physicists. It was too much for some people. The new particles broke established rules by having a fractional electrical charge of plus 2/3 or minus 1/3, and could also never be seen alone. Why should reality conform to such a whim? Okay. Now, these particles which they found were not just positive or negative, they were 2/3 positive or 1/3 negative. And that didn't really make sense for a lot of people. The answer came, why it makes sense, with quantum chromodynamics. Another term coined by Gell-Mann. So these are just coined terms, chromodynamics. It finally made quarks respectable by describing their interaction by the exchange of 8 gluons that carry a color charge, and showed how, uniquely, this force gets stronger the further you pull 2 quarks apart. Let's read it again. Okay, now, Gell-Mann had now the idea of chromodynamics, and he said to all the people, it can't be that a proton is 2/3 plus, it is plus, not this was +1, not 2/3 plus. What are you talking about? And he said, no, I have a theory, my chromodynamics theory, why it actually works. And with that, more people respected quarks and saw, yes, that is possible, because of this other theory. And this describes the interactions by the exchange of 8 gluons that carry a color charge, and showed how, uniquely, this force gets stronger the further you pull 2 quarks apart. Now, don't get it, but let's say it's the following. We're talking about protons and neutrons, and the problem is that the people are saying that it can't be 2/3 proton. Now, my idea is, the proton consists out of multiple quarks. So what I understood here now. The proton itself is not one proton, it is plus 1. The proton can be 3 quarks in it who are plus and 2 which are negative. And now the thing is 3, 2, whatever. So that is the idea. And by exchange of 8 gluons, so in it are gluons, 8 gluons. This is probably just also a name they have given them. That carry a color, and that is written in quotation mark, color charge. And showed how uniquely this force gets stronger the further you pull 2 quarks apart. Whatever, inside of a proton there are quarks, and these are all quantum particles, and there are 8 gluons, and the more you pull them apart, the stronger they're pulling to each other. Now, it could both explain why protons looked as if they were made of quarks and why these quarks could never be pulled out of protons. However, no protons look like as if they were made up out of quarks. It makes sense that the more you pull them apart, the stronger they want together, you can't get them apart. And I think we're going to do no standing yoga. If you're here for particle physics, you can go directly to the next video. We will do no standing yoga. If you participate in the standing yoga, let's sit on this. Hand feet sitting together, and we're starting with eagle swings. We're building hands to the arms up. And out building the arms again down. And in the arms up. And out the arms down. And breathe again in and lift the arms up. And as soon as we're up, we bring them again slowly down and we're breathing slowly out. And we're going over to the next exercise. And we're doing the police officer, open the arms to the side. Breathe again, open the arms up again. And out, open them to the other side. Breathe again in the arms up. Make an inch space between the feet. And we're doing the hide and seek playing palm tree. Starting with, like we did with the police officer, arms up to the side, we lift the arms up. And out, sinking down into half chair. Come up again. And out, open to the other side again. Breathe in. And out, and down. And again in. And something similar, open the opposite side. Again to the middle. And out of the arms up of the side down, and we go down into full chair. Breathe in, come halfway up. Higher up, and out, and up again. Breathe again in, reach high. And out, open again to one side. Again in the middle. And out again down into full chair. Again in halfway up. Higher up. And out and up again. Reach high. Come up on the tiptoes. And breathe out and we're sinking down into tip-top chair. Breathe in and coming up again. And out and down. Again. And out the arms and heels down. Now we're doing the sun god. Legs around shoulder width apart. And we're breathing and lifting the arms up. And breathe out, sink down. Now breathe in, pretend to push something heavy up. And out and down. Again in and push something imaginary heavy up. And up and down. Now come with one foot on the tiptoe. Now with the other one. And push against something imaginary up. Out and down. Again in and up. And out the last time down. Again in. And out the arms down. The feet, the heels of the toes are pointing outwards, and the heels are standing around shoulder width wide apart. We're breathing and lifting the arms up. And out, we're sinking down into the garden pose. Place the elbows against the inside of the knees. And breathe in and straighten up the back. And breathe out and come up in a straight line with the crown of the head first. Out. And breathe again in, lift the arms up. And out and sink again down. Breathe again in. And out again, the crown of the head first up. And another round, breathe out again and breathe again in. And out and down the last time. Elbows against the inside of the knees. Breathe in straight up. And out slowly up. And out. And now we are doing standing cat and cow. We're leaning onto our knees. In space between the feet and breathe in. And out. Make a hill with the back, the cat. Again in into the middle. And out. Make a valley with the back, the cow. Again in. And out a hill with the back. Again in into the middle. And again in. And out. Coming roll back, making at the top of the shoulder. Let's do a triangle. These toes are pointing in this direction, way into that. We're breathing in, lifting the arms up to the T. And breathe out, shift with the upper part of the body over to one side. Go down, take hold onto the leg, and look up to it. Breathe again in. And out we're going over to the reverse triangle. One hand down on the floor, lift the upper arm up and look up to it. Breathe again in. Back, triangle. Middle and out the other side. Breathe again in. And out, shift the upper part of the body over to one side. Go over, look up to the hand. Breathe again in. And out, bring the hand down and look up to the other hand, reverse triangle. Breathe again in. And out, hand back, look again up. And into the middle, and down. And now, if you like, you can try the stalk by bringing one leg up and replacing your hand at the outside. The other hand comes back, and we're looking back to the hand. Now, if you like, you can do the ambitious stalk. You take the outside of the foot, stretch the leg out. Take the hand again back, and you look back to it. And in and down. And on the other side. Place the hand at the outside. Take one arm back, and look back. If you like, you can do again the ambitious stalk. Hand at the outside. No, hand at the outside foot. Straighten the neck. Hand back and look slowly. Leg in and down. And we're ending with the eagle's wings. Slowly, not completely. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. Now with the arms again down. And in the arms up. And out the arms down. Breathing in. Crib in the morning. Draw the shoulder blades to give out my chest to the sky. Again in and up. And out and down. Again in the arms up. Out again, the crib in the morning, up chest to the sky, drop the shoulder blades together, in the arms up, out and down. The last time we're breathing in. Bring the hands to touch and lower the hands slowly down to heart center. That was the senior. I thank you very much and until the next time.